You really hurt me.
Really?
Like, you asking really? Did
Yeah.
you see the display you did out there?
Oh my God.
What was that?
Well, normally that's how I am, and whatever I do, I really don't think I plan to hurt you for real. I mean, it's not my intention, if I have to say that.
Your intention is known to you. I'm talking about the action that followed that intention.
Let me explain. Whatever I do, I don't
Gosh.
plan to make you feel hurt. For real.
You don't plan to make me feel hurt, but your action doesn't say it.
Yeah, but that's not my intention.
Your action are hurting me.
But that's not my intention. That's what I'm saying.
Oh boy.
It's not the intention to hurt you, if you understand.
Hello guys, welcome to Finding Balance with MP. For today, I will be talking about the paradox between the actions that people do versus their intention. Most often, the people that we love, they mean well, they love us, they care about us, but the action that they display, it hurts us for real, and we don't get it, and we get into conflict, and they are like, I was doing it for you, I was doing it for your behalf, I was not even thinking about myself when I was doing it, it was all because of you that I did it. And we are hurt by their actions because they don't meet up together. So today we have our guest on the board. Hi, welcome.
Hi, MP. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can you introduce yourself to?
Yeah, I am Brian John Paul Sam. People call me Brian Sam or Mr. Hope. I am living and working, or at least studying in the Philippines.
Thank you so much. So, Uncle Sam, I call him Uncle Sam.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uncle Sam, have you ever hurt someone, not intentionally, and the person came back to you very pissed with one action that you did, but deep inside your heart, you were doing it for your good? It can be anybody, like a family member, a girlfriend, or a friend. Like,
I mean, there are countless people I've hurt without knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really will tell you the intentions was not to harm them or to hurt their feelings.
But your action didn't say it.
Yeah, that I accept.
The truth is that most often the other person cannot see your intention. So the only thing they used to judge you with will be the action. So even as much as we desire to do right, as much as we desire to do right for somebody, we also need to be conscious of that action. Like, what do you think about this?
That's very, very important because, I gave it a thought, especially, I'm a coach and I train a lot of people, job seekers. And from my experience, once they get their job, they just go away. And I'm asking myself, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And they just went. And I realized that I used to I used to insult them without knowing. That's why I'm saying that you hurt their feelings unconsciously. Like, I'll be like, oh, you're stupid, I'm like, you have been wasting your time in school. Those feedbacks are really hurting at times. And they make, it makes them feel bad about themselves.
Yeah.
And each time you feel bad about yourself, you don't really want to remember who or the instance that made you to feel bad.
True.
Yeah, so it's something that's happening. Even though it was not intentional, but
Because same with me, I have a lot of people around me, a lot of young girls around me that I'm trying to share with them, coach them, educate them, and at times I become possessive without even knowing. It seems as if I want to own their life. It seems as if I want to stop them from doing the things that they love to do. It seems as if I want to live their life on their behalf, and they get so pissed. They're like, I'm imposing. Why? Because the advice that I give them, because I have experienced it in one way or the other, I don't want them to experience the same thing. So I'm like, stay away from this, stay away from that. But I fail to give them an explanation.
This topic is really, should I say, sensitive?
Very.
Because, and delicate. There's a thin line between hurting or even criticizing, or what we call constructive criticism. And maybe we are just limiting ourselves now to talking. Like we are talking about actions as well as some of those aspects, like you say, which make the person feel bad. And there's this common saying that it is it is those who intend the good that most often receive some bad reaction, because it is received wrongly due to the action, not the intention. You see, I'll give another example. You just mentioned girlfriend. I've had a relationship with a girl, and I give her money. Okay, go and buy your dress. And she bought something which was not so modern. I kept laughing, and she never had to put that on. But now it's like, oh, you are making me feel inferior. You are making me feel like a village. That was not really the intention.
And are people that would slap or physically abuse their partner, and at the end of it, they're like, "I love you, baby."
Yeah.
I'm like, what the?
It's so funny. It's so funny.
How do you match the slap with "I love you"?
That one, for real, there are certain fundamental principles that once somebody goes against them, I don't know if that's my opinion, but once you go against a particular fundamental principle, irrespective of the intention, I think we need to face the consequences.
Yes.
So
that's very deep, because every action that you pose, I am not in your heart to always know your action. Your action will only be revealed when you let me know what, because I feel that it would have been less avoided if we spent more time in conversation rather than just taking action. It's like, okay, I got a lottery to travel to the US, and then you go behind my back and you terminate that opportunity for me just because in your heart you feel like me going to the US now is not the best thing for me, but I can have the opportunity later. You meant well, but you hurt me. You did not take out the time to explain to me what you want to do, to check with me, to seek my opinion in that thing. I see it like being selfish, because what really matters is my intention in my heart. I did not mean to hurt you. I was doing it for you. And in some Nigerian movies that we even watch, you will see a woman, she will go and cheat on the husband. Maybe the husband is going through financial challenges. She will cheat on the husband with another man, get money, and come and give the husband, say, "Baby, I did this for you."
Okay, this now comes, dynamics come into place, and a lot of things have a role to play here, because I've actually seen people who go out of their way to make the family move, and this is probably the intention. Now, another issue here is, like you mentioned, we are unable to decipher if this intention was pure. Because for real, irrespective of the action, even if it's a good action with a bad intention, I think it destroys the whole thing. The real issue now is, how do we know if these intentions were pure? And one of the ways I do is to, first of all, check, is it a pattern? If you maybe told a lie, let's say consciously, then you are caught and you say it's a mistake. Okay, I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. It's just once in a while. But if it keeps repeating itself
over and over,
then it's no more a mistake, it's a pattern. Therefore, the intention is false.
That's true.
If you are, say, violent at home and maybe you give your wife a slap, which is something I really would not tolerate, but probably the love is there, and that's how you look at love. Well, I may give you a benefit of the doubt. But if that repeats itself, or if there are threats, then the intention is not, not right.
That's a good point. And growing up, just for younger ones, because on this channel, one of my intention is, I don't just want to focus on adults and everything. I want to also focus on teenagers that are growing up, 15, 16, and how they relate. For me, when I was growing up, my mom was very disciplined with me. She was so disciplined to a thought I used to question her love for me. Yes, I was like, does this woman even love me? Like, even on Christmas Day, she would not allow me to go out. Even on that day, I am not allowed to go out.
To go out? Just once in a while?
No. She doesn't compromise half beat. So I was like, today I'm grateful for those times, because God knows what I would have done if I went out. So thank God I didn't go. I didn't go out. So I came up inside of me. I was able to discern her intentions, because I told myself, I heard deep inside of me that it is your mother. She loves you, but the way she is demonstrating that love is wrong.
Yeah.
And she has fears that she doesn't want you to go into.
That's true.
So that fear is intoxicating the way she would love to demonstrate her love for you. So this is the only way that she knows how to demonstrate her love for you.
That's true.
So whatever thing she says, whatever thing she does, the only thing you are allowed to remember is that she loves me.
Yeah.
So when she will embarrass me, like my mom has embarrassed me like blue black in front of Kafiash.
Yeah.
When she will do whatever she want to do, in my mind, I keep singing myself, she loves me. She loves
That's
me.
true.
She loves me. So any other thing she will do externally, it will not matter. And that is the same way that I try to like talk to other people that are facing challenges with their parents, and they want to go out of their way and everything because the parents' action, he stopped your allowance, he stopped this.
Something.
Yeah.
On this issue of intention, there is a philosophical principle. I'll just use this chance to explain it. They call it the principle of double effect. I'll give an example. I think you came here driving, right?
Yeah.
Or let's assume you are driving to Bamenda.
Yeah.
Most often you are driving in a bus, and then imagine there's a dangerous situation facing the driver, and maybe there's just one cliff, that you could, if you go there, then all of you, the 70 passengers, are going to die because definitely you fall down. And there is maybe on the other side you could hit the car there, but there's one woman standing by the road. As per the judgment, as per the advice, you need to hit the car where the woman is standing. And of course, you are going to kill that woman. That's an evil act, right? Because you've killed somebody. But the intention was not to kill. So you are going for the lesser evil. To explain this is because you've killed one person and saved the life of 70 others. But if you went the other way, you definitely fall on the cliff and 70 people will die. So each time you perceive an evil, always ask yourself this intention. I mean, first of all, the act is evil or it's bad. The next question you need to ask yourself, what was the intention of the person? Was it to save? Like, for example, I mean, when you go to the hospital, the doctor operates you, feel pain.
Yeah.
But what's his intention? To heal you.
To help you.
Yeah. So each time like I say, I'm a coach, I always tell people, I cannot help you without pulling out that wrong thing which you had. Yeah. And pulling it out means it hurts. But that's not so. Always look at the intention, then you pass the judgment.
There is one question now that I have to ask, because on this platform, we are trying to find a balance.
Yeah.
We have action, we have intention.
Yes.
So, are we going to say that no matter the action, if the intention is valid, then the action is acceptable?
The action is justified. It's not acceptable, but it's justified. Means that you go free. I'll give an example. I mean, we are Christians, and the Sith law says, "Thou shalt not kill."
Yes.
But if we are here and a thief comes in and surrenders you at gunpoint, and I have a gun, I need to kill that thief.
Okay, take another scenario. Yeah. All right. Apart from the one of the driver. Yeah. Okay. Let's say that it's Valentine's week, so everything that comes in my mind is relationship.
That's fine.
God.
Go ahead.
Let's say that you're in a relationship
yes.
with someone, okay?
Yeah.
And then the person doesn't buy you any gift on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Okay? And his intention is because he is saving that money for your house rent.
Good.
If the landlord comes and money is not ready, he will kick you guys out.
Sure.
So you did not have anything.
On Valentine's, yeah.
So because his intention is to use that money and take it. But you not having anything, you are hurt because he did not give you anything.
Okay, I think it goes back to communication. I mean, I asked my girl, what do you want for Valentine's? We don't even have a plan. And even if I don't call her for an outing, she's okay.
Yeah.
Because she knows
you communicate.
I will communicate, and whatever I have, I let her know.
Yeah.
So she knows my, should I call it, the financial life, and she knows I'm okay.
Yeah.
So
and that's why I feel I also, that's very correct, and I feel that the problem is that lack of communication.
Yes.
Because if you don't have that communication, it's not about the gift, but it's about saying, hey, like even just saying, hey baby, you know what? I see me giving you an iPhone 15 Pro Max. But you guess what, girl? Let's do that next year. As for this year, the what we have is for the landlord, okay?
Finished.
And that will be okay. But don't just sit here with your mind and you say nothing and do nothing. And then when she's reacting, you like, maybe that money for the landlord.
No, you need to always communicate. I mean, communication cuts through everything. I have a philosophical principle again. To live is to communicate. So those who don't communicate, for me, they are dead. Especially if you are with somebody who you don't communicate with a person. Yeah.
And I also feel that there are times where if we don't understand the person's action or that action hurt us, let us humble ourselves to ask, what do you mean?
Of course,
Just to create that, but let's not just put it on the head of the one that did the action, right? Like you that got hurt, okay. ask like, okay, this thing that you did, that you said there, you're like, let's go upstairs now. I'm like, let's go upstairs now. Don't just sit quiet. When saying let's go upstairs now, there's an intention that may be valid. And at times, if he doesn't take out time to explain to you, don't just bury yourself. We know it's pride, like you're waiting for the person to justify. The person is waiting for you to ask. Both of you are waiting. You're doing the waiting game.
You need to come to the balance,
Come to the balance. Like
always.
If that person doesn't own up to explain their action, okay,
you need to always.
Just be humble.
In the nuclear society, in the family, there's communication. In the external society, as growing up as a kid, I used to, like, if they catch a criminal, they should just do away with the criminal. But you notice that no matter how heinous the crime is committed, there is always a hearing, because we want to get the person's intention. And it's not even the person who finds themselves guilty, it's some other person who looks at the action and the intention and find you either free or guilty. Because we are human beings and we are subjected to errors, limitations, and lots of other inconsistencies. And communicating is what makes things going. Communication is movement.
That's
So I really strongly support that we need to communicate rather than pass judgment.
That's awesome. So we will just wrap it up for now, but I just wanted to give like one last word as an advice, as a coach, as someone, society-wise, family-wise, with friends. Well, how do we find balance in between our actions and intentions?
Okay, thank you so much. Just to probably reiterate what I said. When an action is done, always inquire. You can ask the person directly. Sometimes you can ask, maybe you can do a research and ask friends. Sometimes, like in other relationships, you can visit their family and know why. For example, I love to eat, say, fufu every morning. I don't like bread and tea. That's not how I was brought up, okay? And probably my partner is wondering why. Then they realize that, okay, he grew up like that. So it's not everything which is really, we should be condemned. Always ask before you conclude. It's very important. And it will help you.
And another thing you said as well is judge based on how frequent that action had happened.
How frequent? Is it a pattern? If somebody tells a lie, because sometimes, I'll just use this example. If you really judge between action and intention, then you will not tell this person you are telling a lie. You understand? For example, you were going to come here earlier, but something happened. So you told me you're coming at 6, but you came at 7. Now, it was caused by the traffic. It's not your fault. So I won't say you told a lie. I
communicated.
You communicate.
You
see, I will not just conclude that you lied. I'll probably say, well, it was an error. You didn't take into consideration the time. So maybe she did an error, erroneous. And we all do errors. And next time, it's your first time of coming here. So it's definitely okay. You didn't calculate well. It's not your fault. Next time, you calculate well and you'll be on time. but it wouldn't be a pattern. So summarily, it takes time. It really takes time.
And the communication help you to be patient with me.
Patient.
Because if I was just like zooming you, you don't know where I am,
where you are,
you don't know what's happening, and you're just waiting.
And I'm really patient.
Yeah, I may just reach here and you're no longer here. Like, you're wasting my time. Yeah.
So communication, actions, and intentions. Don't rush to conclusions, please. Yeah. Like we are human beings, and if we really believe in God, then we'll agree that everything God made is good.
Yes.
So people are good in themselves.
Yes.
They just make errors.
Yes.
They could
in their actions.
Bad intention. But then the people are wired to be good. Always know that.
Yes.
I always say, even look at lions. The lion kills maybe an animal. We are sad that the lion is killing to feed the children or to eat. So everything is kind of for the good. You get it?
True.
Yeah. So
Thank you so much.
I cannot keep advising. Thank you.
Thank you. That was an awesome conversation. You heard it all about the action and intention. Yeah. Take out time to ask the person that hurt you with their action.
Please.
What they meant. Like, it may hurt you, your ego may come into place, but if you cherish that relationship, just do it. And you doing the action, if you realize that you meant well, but your action was like out of proportion, like out of the place, take out that time to apologize and explain to the person, I know you are hurt right now because you don't see it, but this is what I intended to do. I may have expressed it in a wrong way, and by so doing you got hurt, but I never meant to hurt you. And also look at the pattern. Think, is it somebody that you are sure that genuinely loves you, wants the best for you, and all of that? So then you will definitely find balance between actions and intention. Thank you so much for watching. This is MP on Finding Balance, and see you on another episode. Bye.